I go there, and every time I go there. Okay, I'd like to call the meeting of the Board of Education to order, please. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right. Next is our PTA update. Yes, ma'am.
Good evening.
Okay, so we had a busy month this month. We started with I forgot my other form. We had the craft fair back on the 17th, which was successful. The track, we're not sure if it helped or hindered, but the track flow. I mean, we did have a lot of people coming from the track, but next year, if we do it, we do know to stay away from mid-April. So that was successful. We had our autism acceptance day. We helped supply volunteers to the elementary school. I heard that it went well. I was not there, but I believe everything went okay. And then at the beginning of May, we kept busy with Teacher Appreciation Week. Every day we supplied all 3 schools with small treats. The teachers all very, very appreciative. I got so many messages from them, especially the middle school, high school, directly, and then just walking through the elementary school, there's so many people stopped to say thank you. So I'm just glad we were able to do that to show our appreciation to our staff. We did have Bus Driver Appreciation Day. I believe it was April 28th. We brought them breakfast sandwiches from Big Tony's, and I did not speak directly to them, but Kathy said that they were also very appreciative of that. Upcoming, we have our ice cream social on Tuesday to coincide with the budget meeting and the art show. It will be free ice cream until it's gone. We have 3 of the big Make Your Own Sunday kits, so hopefully it'll go a little ways. We plan on walking in the Memorial Day Parade again this year, so if anybody's interested in joining us, it will be Friday the 22nd at 5:30. We did select our 2 senior scholarship winners. I don't know if they've announced them yet, so I'll wait until next month to share that. And then we are currently in the middle of planning Mission Day. We met this morning with the teachers to get their input. That we had a list of them that wanted to help out, so we met with them first. We have our PTA meeting tonight following this, and then we'll continue on with planning for more activities going forward. That will be on Friday the 12th. And then we have middle school Mission Day, or not Mission Day, Field Day on June 23rd, I believe. We're still trying to get volunteers for that. It's a lot harder to get the middle school volunteers to come in, but we're still planning that. Yearbooks are currently for sale, and we're going to be trying to work with a school supply kit supplier to help elementary students and families get their supplies a little bit easier so they don't have to do the running around. So more details on that once we finalize supply lists. Questions? All right.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay, the next item on the agenda is public input on agenda items. Thank everyone for joining us tonight. We're about to start the public comment part of our meeting. But first, a quick reminder, as a board, we believe it's essential to hear your thoughts and concerns to make sure we have time to discuss your feedback and get input from the administration. We will not be able to respond to you tonight, but we'll follow up with an answer from the appropriate staff member. Keep in mind that our board's policies that we don't discuss student or personnel issues during this time. We take those concerns seriously, and we ask that you follow the proper administrative channels to resolve them. Finally, please be respectful of everyone. Let's make sure everyone has a chance to speak without interruption. When you speak, please state your name and address for the record, and you'll have 3 minutes to do so. So I open the floor for comments. Anyone have any comments? Agenda items? No? Okay. Moving on. Next is the superintendent's report.
Good evening, everyone. Just a couple of quick updates. Yesterday, I spoke to Chris Lynch at the end of the day. I think the board's request was for non-parents to be on that parent square. So I gave him the information yesterday. And lo and behold, we had an event today. The request required a parent square to go out. And I get one of my first questions: were the board members on that or not? You weren't, right? So you should be at it today. So check for that. Should have gotten an invite and so on and so forth. So talking about today, you guys remember maybe a couple months ago, we had an inadvertent lockdown signaled. And that's never a good thing, right? Because tensions go high and usually there's warnings. We have to, by state regulations, we have to warn and send out warning that we're having it. We have to talk, over the microphone. Our principals do a great job saying this is going to be a drill. And there wasn't one after school, which is always a weird time. And then this morning, it occurred prior to the elementary arriving, the elementary students, but the middle school, high school kids were here. I believe it was 7:32. An inadvertent lockdown signaled, went into action. From the reports, I was not here. I'm getting that early. The teachers did an unbelievable job, following protocol to the T. The kids were great. But when that happens, our kids are smart enough to know when there's not warnings and all that, like, oh gosh, could this be real? So, there's always heightened anxiety in those moments. So I wanted to let you all know that kind of, happened today. And I know I'm probably not popular when I say this stuff, but every time that an unplanned event occurs, we find cracks. And we found some cracks today in the system. And with personnel stuff is easy and simple as our badges that we use to call those lockdowns. So we're talking through some things and we'll have that fixed. For sure going forward. Because that's, I think, in those situations, that's where you can't make mistakes.
Was it the same cost for both incidents?
Yes.
We know what the cause was.
Yes. Just inadvertent dialing human error. We have codes on the back of our badge. So, but it happens, but hopefully it won't happen anymore.
Well, I would hope it doesn't happen a third time.
Well, I hope not as well. And something that will be coming across your desks soon, the Wasserman League, the Constitution was kind of laying in limbo since, I believe, COVID. So it's been in draft form for many years. So some current athletic directors, there's people on the cabinet, a superintendent or two, a couple superintendents, a couple athletic directors, principal. They've taken the time to, including our Mike Kinney, who's one of them, rewriting the kind of like the bylaws and the actual constitution, which we'll have to approve as a member school in that league. And they're hoping to get it all done by July. So one of the next 3 meetings or so, that'll come across on the agenda for you guys to we'll attach it and you can read through it if you'd like. It's membership, 100% of the varsity sports have to be participants. There's all things. One of the things they do stress in this one, and I know they've gone away from it, not that I've been here long. I've been here a little over 2 years. We've had one Wasserman superintendent meeting. That's it. I asked Mr. Wager, and I think he said he's been to 1 or 2 since he's been here. So from where I came from, we were in the suburban council, and in the beginning, I thought those weren't really productive PLCs. I didn't think they would be. It was by far the best learning community that I've ever been part of, as far as sharing ideas and sharing questions. So one of the goals in this constitution is calling for those meetings a little bit more often, not too much. Once a month's probably overkill. That's a lot to pull people out of buildings, but I think they're on the right track, and they want to make involved even stronger, and making sure that all the bylaws are followed by all schools. So I think that's good stuff. So
Thank you. We're going to go back to the consent agenda because I skipped over it. So I need a motion to approve the consent agenda items inclusive of board minutes of the 4/29/26 Board of Education meetings and CSEA recommendations.
So moved.
Second.
Questions, comments? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Okay, now to our business administrators report.
Thank you. I have a couple things. The first two are kind of related. The Department of Environmental Conservation did their site visit today to check out our backfield as it relates to the project. A biologist and somebody else looking at trees came to check it all out and see how that was. So we're hopeful that that gets the DEC process moving along. They were non-committal about their timeline, and when I pushed them, they didn't really have any answers about what their own timeline is, which I find strange. Then a little bit later on in the agenda, the phase one bids are here for the board's consideration. Going along with the DEC visit, the site contractor, Shaker Flats, has given the district a hold harmless letter in the event that the DEC permitting process delays the start of the project. Shaker Flats will not pursue a delay claim against the school. They'll just expect that the back end of the project be extended on a day-for-day basis. This is in line with what Brody and King felt was appropriate and would protect the school from a claim, not due to our own doing, but because Department of Environmental Conservation did not do a site visit and issue a permit in a timely fashion. And then the only other thing I have is next Tuesday is the annual budget vote. And we are asking voters to go to the polls without having a state budget. And it's an awkward situation for sure, but the state budget was due on April 1st. So we should have, at this point, known state aid numbers, and we do not. So we're hopeful that there will be a state budget sometime in the near future. I would say that as it's 6 weeks late, but we are complying with our obligations under the law despite Albany's inability to get a state budget done in a time.
Just a question, has the village gotten back to you on their review? No. All right. Thank you, Mike. Next is our student board member report.
I'd say everything's going pretty well. Everyone's just settling into the end of the year. There's not really much going on right now. It's just kind of AP exams are finishing up. People are just getting ready to graduate. Get their summers going. That's it.
Okay. Thank you. All right, moving on. We have personnel. I need a motion to approve the maternity leave for Michaela Dunn pursuant to Article 19 of the Stillwater Teachers Association Collective Bargaining Agreement as per the terms of the letter attached.
Second.
Questions, comments? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. I need a motion to appoint the following recommended individuals for the Summer Enrichment Academy for 3 hours per day at the rates specified below for the summer program of 2026. Activity leaders, certified teachers, Natalie Hoyt, Matthew Lemoyne, Kara Hare, Jacob Demira, Matt Hogan. Activity leaders, non-certified teachers, Brittany Manny, Ella Cushman, Logan Tolman, Millie Collette.
Moved. Second.
Questions, comments? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. I need a motion to appoint Tori Terrell as a permanent lunch recess monitor effective May 14th, 2026 at $16.54 an hour per the CSEA agreement. Ms. Terrell has full fingerprint clearance.
So moved.
Questions, comments? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. I need a motion to accept the resignation of Benjamin Frey as teaching assistant effective June 30th, 2026.
So moved.
Second.
Questions, comments? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. I need a motion to appoint Stephanie Bizzaneri as an elementary special education teacher on a 4-year probationary tenure track per the STA contract agreement as step 2, which is $49,163 effective September 1st, 2026 in the tenure area of special education, all levels. Ms. Bizzaneri has her initial certification in students with disabilities, all levels, and an initial teaching certification in childhood ed, grades 1 through 6. Ms. Bizzaneri has full fingerprint clearance.
So moved.
Questions, comments?
Second.
Oh, I'm sorry, second. Questions, comments? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Okay, now we're moving on to action items. I need a motion to adopt the attached resolution authorizing the use of cooperative bidding for scoreboards and turf in phase 1 of our capital project.
So moved. Second.
Questions, comments? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Okay, I need a motion to accept the phase 1 bids and agreement with the architect as attached.
So. Second.
Questions, comments?
I have a question. On the phase 1 bids, the attachment from King & King, there's a line item for rebranding the turf.
Yes.
Is that still part of the project scope, or is that not part of the project scope?
That has been deleted out.
Okay.
The bid sheet was never redone,
Okay,
but the cooperative bidding authorization that was just approved reflects the pricing minus the.
okay.
And
Any branding or rebranding would be contingent upon a board discussion, right?
Yeah, it's not.
Yes, okay. All right. That's my question. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Okay, I need a so this is the secret resolution, so we just need a motion to approve it. I need a motion to approve the secret resolution for 2026-27 capital outlay project.
So moved.
Second.
Questions, comments? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Okay, we have no committee report outs tonight. On to board items of interest. Anybody have anything?
I have something. I know what we do as board members in our personal lives is our personal, business. However, I have a problem with board members commenting on Facebook about STA negotiation, kind of about like their pay. It's absolutely inappropriate and there's no place for it and it should be prohibited.
Okay.
It's very, very inappropriate knowing the negotiations, the current
You
status.
think
of
a
them.
board member did this?
Yeah, I'll read it to you if you want. It's clearly inappropriate in my opinion. I won't use the name, but I'm just saying it should not happen. Because it is sending the wrong message to.
Well, we shouldn't be talking about anything that is talked within executive session.
It wasn't a comment about executive session, it's a comment that is clearly inappropriate.
Yeah, I mean, we should refrain from doing those type of things, yes. So,
I would have started that by saying that board business and affairs shouldn't be discussed on Facebook at all. So.
I agree 100%, thank you, that's, yeah. 'Cause it just looks bad for us as a board, it makes us look very unprofessional and
Agreed.
we don't need that.
right. Although, people do have their,
Understand?
Did anybody violate, the confidentiality of the executive session?
No.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm not familiar with, I'm not on Facebook, so I don't.
Yeah,
I mean,
no,
other than
no,
marketplace.
it's not, you know what I mean, but it's inappropriate in my opinion.
Well, I understand your comment,
can you just let us know what was said?
I don't know, read it.
Okay. I didn't.
Give me a second to find it, so if anyone has a comment, go ahead.
Anybody else have?
Yes, come out and vote.
Yes.
I do just have one thing. I know Josh had sent it around. He couldn't be here tonight to talk to it, but it was a quilting related thing for veterans. So if anybody, I haven't had a chance to dig into it either yet, but if anybody has a chance to take a look at that, I'm sure he'd be very grateful. And it's something that we could take a look at to see if we can do as a school district. And then I think they gift the finished product to a veteran. There would be some.
I think they're just looking for student participation to be allowed to push out, right? I mean,
I think so.
Yeah.
Hey, Joe, can you take that, be lead on that and just see what we need to do, if anything, and what's involved in it, and we can go forward and approve it. If we have to approve it, I don't know if that's something we can approve.
That was all. I just want to mention it.
Anything else?
Do you have,
So I'll just read the comment,
Yeah.
and then if you want more context on what the actual post was, I'll tell you that too. But, so basically the comment is so true. People like to complain about teachers, but you guys are expected to do so much more with little or no training and no increase in pay. Totally inappropriate. I appreciate all that you guys do. Thank you for always going above and beyond for the students in Stillwater. But for it to be put in there, no increase in pay when we're in the middle of contract negotiations, absolutely unacceptable in my opinion.
I think that was me,
I didn't say who said it, if you want it.
but that was done before negotiations started.
No, it was not done before negotiations were started. Again, I don't want, the comment was made on April 22nd, so well into contract negotiations.
If it was that kind of comment, I don't feel it was inappropriate. If
If you have your opinion, I have mine, I totally feel it's inappropriate.
That's true.
But we should not be commenting as board members that.
well, no, we can. I mean,
No, you shouldn't.
I
It's
think,
not
I think
professional.
you're supposed to say, the thoughts and opinions are mine and don't express the opinion of the board or the district, whatever it may be, but, I'm always been a big fan of everyone's right to speak whatever they want to say.
Yeah.
Time and place, though, you know what I mean? Like, time and
That's-
place. You've had other people on the board do stupid things on the internet, but, you know,
I guess it comes down to personal opinion. I mean,
That's my personal opinion, that's all.
Yeah, it's just, Facebook is a devil, everyone should get off of it.
Yeah.
It's really bad. I did it during the first thing I did, because we have idiots posting all kinds of stupid shit on there. Pardon my French.
Yeah, they do, but, I mean, my big thing is always that if there's misinformation out there, I will correct it. Okay, but then there are certain people that put things on Facebook that I don't even, won't even answer to, because there's no matter what you say, it's not going to do any good. But I will always, if there's a misinformation about school or something that we did, whether I'm sitting here as board president or just as a board member, I'm going to correct that. Because I don't feel that we as a school district should be,
And as the president, you speak for all of us.
no,
That's not an
no, I do
opinion.
not speak for all of you.
But the president of the school board speaks for all of
If
us.
I am, in my capacity,
Correct.
in my capacity as board president, if I speaking to someone and I'm speaking as the board president, yes. But if I'm speaking on Facebook and in my, account, I'm not speaking as a board.
yeah, you don't lose your personal freedoms as a
I
citizen.
get it, I get it, you know.
No, I know, but we're in
what
the, we're in the middle of contract
It's
negotiations.
embarrassing.
Maybe we need to draft a policy.
Right, I,
That's what we need to
yes.
have a policy.
Well, no, but
Write it up.
you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
write
you
it
just
up.
shouldn't be making comments about
Don't hold your breath.
that there's a no pay, especially when you're a board member, you're on the negotiation committee. Just my opinion, it's not professional. And
Well,
it's, I personally think it's embarrassing to be part of the board when comments are being made like that. But again,
well, I will agree with you, but also it's embarrassing when we're sitting here making comments that are not true about people too. And so we need to make sure that we don't do that.
I don't think I made a comment, but
Well, I'm not gonna get into it, but I can talk to you afterwards, about that, but, as far as, Yes. as far as people have a right to make comments, so. And you can't take that right away from them.
We have more items of interest.
Oh, go ahead.
I did see that the top 10 was released and Adrian is valedictorian, so I just wanted to say
Congratulations.
congratulations to her. And to the other 9 that are listed, maybe that's a great accomplishment.
Right.
We wish you guys a bunch of success. And I forwarded something to you guys at the beginning of the meeting that I forgot to last week as a follow-up from Chuck's presentation. I just reached out just asking for like a breakdown of like really what does this club really entail as far as costs. And so he was kind enough to send that to me, so I asked if I could share that, so I just wanted to share that with us. So that's here.
Okay, thank you. Anybody have anything else?
I've got a couple things.
Okay.
So one, I recently was reviewing the YouTube channel, and we have about an average of 40 or 50 views per meeting, some more, some less. It seems like people view maybe a week or two later, because the most recent ones were 10 to 20 views. So I think that's being absorbed and digested. I think we're reaching a lot more people than we would get in normal attendance, so I'm pleased to see that. My second item of interest was a news article I happened on yesterday that directly impacts us in the near future, and probably a lot of people missed it, and I was surprised. New York, Governor Hochul has opted in. We've become the 31st state to opt into the federal scholarship tax credit program that was passed under the One Big Beautiful Bill last year. So what's interesting about that is it provides a dollar for dollar tax credit to people to donate to SGOs, which would be scholarship granting organizations, to fund scholarships for not just school choice, that's part of it, but for additional services, educational expenses. Actually, it says qualified educational expenses. That includes tutoring, supplemental services, special ed services, books, supplies, technology, transportation, testing fees, as well as private school tuition. That last one could be a concern for us. That could result in decreased enrollment and decreased federal aid by people choosing to go elsewhere. I think we have less risk of that than other schools with a higher concentration of private school competition. But I think there's a lot of opportunity here for our students to receive additional services, tutoring, special ed services that this money will allow. And it's all essentially privately funded through grants versus tax dollars and additional costs to us. So I'm kind of excited about that. I'm glad that we've got like 30 states on board for that. And we just want to start wrapping our heads around what we can do to position ourselves best for that and for the students.
And that starts, it looks like the private school scholarships start January 1st, 2027.
Yeah.
For the tax credits.
Yeah.
Okay. Sounds good. Anything else?
That's it.
Are you sure?
Yep.
Okay, anybody else? Nothing? Okay. All right, next thing on the agenda is a public input on non-agenda items. Does anybody have anything to say? No? Okay. Next, I need a motion to go into executive session for CSCA and STA contract negotiations and personnel.
So second.
Questions, comments? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
Last time we turned that off, the speaker was like interfering. It was like humming.
Really?